What's up, everybody? It's your boy Captain Save a Whole Lot of Time.
Review Hero.
We're back with an original theory from yours truly that suggests that Roger Smith of American Dad has taken over their world since before he met the Smiths. American Dad is one of my favorites under South Park. It's gotta be in everybody's top 5 favorite adult cartoons. With an overprotective, caring, insecure, selfish father like Stan that people can relate to. Homegirl Francie, Haley and Jeff, Steve Smith, and my favorite, you guessed it, Klaus Heisler. I'm just kidding. Roger Smith. A character so great, without him the entire American Dad universe would cease to exist. No, I mean it. The world would cease to exist, which brings me to the title of this theory. Roger Smith has taken over the American Dad world. Explained. Roger has many personas around the world and could cause total chaos if just one of them was removed from daily society. As shown in episode 16 of season 17, Persona Assistant, debuted February 25th of 2017. It showed that Roger was giving birth to Rogu, which was a tumor in his head at the time. Stan was to take over his personas. Stan didn't show up as a skater of some sort of Roger's personas, and an all-out gang war took place. Now, let's imagine Roger's personas around the world not showing up anymore. That would cause utter apocalypse if what we saw is any reference. Roger has shown to have personas, maybe even multiple personas, that the family and others cannot see through.
Roger, what are you doing here? I have so much to tell you.
Roger even explains that he can even disguise himself as an object that you use daily, and you will never know the difference. But what was also revealed in that episode is that that power has one flaw, and that doesn't make everybody see him that way. Meaning somebody else sees him as the alien in a costume. But if he's walking around, all these people who this disguise definitely isn't meant for all of these people, as we see, and he says it's for specific people, and a lot of times he's in groups of people. So what are all these other people doing if they see an alien dressing up in a costume? I'll tell you what they're seeing. They're seeing an alien dressed up in a costume, and they're ignoring it. They're ignoring it because Roger is literally
the key to keeping the planet from destruction.
Which brings me to my next set of facts for this statement. When Roger went up to go make the moonshine whiskey, a blind man was able to tell that he was an alien in a wig.
Excuse me.
Well, if it ain't an alien in a wig.
What you say is true, sir. And I seek a blind moonshiner with 4 arms who makes the strongest whiskey known to man.
You found him, alien.
When Roger was being hunted down by a CIA operative that he was dating, more on that in a second, she saw through his disguise and was dissecting him.
Gross!
Hey, can you guys put me back together before I die over here? Preach.
It stands to reason that the people who do pretend for a reason, not to see through his disguise and who he is.
Your future. We made a beautiful sound together. Was that a space alien?
But that also states that there's people who are against this way of silence and living. And for the alien hunter who pretended to be under the deception of Roger's disguise, probably because she disagrees with this way of living. Be Roger's plaything, victim, or next murder whenever he feels as though he should or wants to, or rebuild a free world from a most likely apocalypse if episode 250, Persona Assistant. If that's any reference, then she feels like starting a new but free world from a tyrant, build up from an apocalypse, is better than just playing nice with Roger and letting him do whatever he wants on this planet. We even get to see an alternate reality of when an apocalypse happened, Roger's personas split out. What did they do? They hunted and killed everybody. They called them the 200. They hunted and killed everybody until they were a legend and something to run away from. And then they tried to do it again. They showed what would happen if Roger was off his leash, acting the way as how he came here, that he had big things going on, entitled. And what did they try to do at the end? Kill the Smiths. They were all attacking them. They were even attacking Roger because they were no longer under Roger's control. It wasn't Roger, it was Roger, but their own beings. I mean, with all the shenanigans and all the problems Roger caused, definite danger to and risk to his family, why does Stan protect him? Why would Stan protect him? Why would anybody do it? I'll tell you why. He's blackmailing Stan. Every time Stan even is getting close to sick of him or slipping away, he'll do things like pose naked and send the pictures to the CIA and sell them, or date an obvious CIA operative just because Stan isn't being obedient. I feel like he's blackmailing Stan. He's constantly doing the same risky behavior that would get him and the family executed. But here's the twist. Remember what we said? Everybody already knows Roger's an alien, if he's not in a specific disguise. So, what if Stan isn't aware that everybody knows? Except for his family and Jeff. Stan is not aware that everybody in this world knows Roger is an alien and is actually the true decider since way before he met the Smiths. And they ignore him because the execution or withdrawal of any of his personalities causes utter chaos and destruction in the world. Roger does so much BS. Why do you think so many people put up with it? I would even go as far as saying that Stan is the only person in his family who doesn't know. And maybe Jeff too, that everybody else knows. And they all, when they get into family shenanigans, they all try to help because of the fact Stan's trying to help to protect his family from being executed. They're trying to help him stay satisfied in life and taken care of and be at his beck and call as he demands them to be, so the world doesn't get destroyed. Just go back and watch the episodes. Stan is always in constant fear of his family being found out, and Roger can do whatever to everybody else and they'll still pamper him and forgive him. It really explains why the constant forgiveness and the constant disregard of his previous actions are had, even though continuity applies. If you need more proof that Roger is a sadistic psychopath alien, there's also the episode where he was killing all the kids in the limo, and he even stated he had a bloodlust he couldn't get rid of easily, and literally kill people for no reason and kill people for less last time he was killing people. I don't know what more proof you need. In conclusion, I believe Roger embedded himself in the structure of society, going from host to host or family to family, trying to bully the families, not only to keep himself alive, but to satisfy his sadistic tendencies he gets from causing people pain. Families who refuse to accept this abuse kick him out, but never turned him in for being the obvious alien he is. Maybe even knowing the truth that it do nothing because Roger is needed for humanity's survival. Do you remember the fact that Roger cannot even be nice too long without dying off? So he's living that long because what? He feeds off the sadistic nature that he does every other episode, literally to survive. Thus, Roger actually has control over this planet. Everybody, is Future Midas. Hope you liked the video. Why don't you give me a subscribe, and we'll see you in the next theory.
Superman shouldn't stand this shit. Would you love me if I'm not this rich? Would you hold me if my whole world flipped? Could you show me where the old love sits? Someone tell her who the fuck I is.